And welcome to everybody for the 8th round of Racing League Season 6. As always, Tommaso Maffei as the commentator, and we are here at Kyalami, what do you want to call it, but it's an incredible South African circuit, one of the most famous African circuit in the world. Here in the past the F1 raced, but today is also part of the international GT challenge, not for the last year 2022, but in the 2021 it was raced. But we are here with Refuel Ordelman, the first one to do a lap around this track. And we are 27 cars today, not so bad, sorry. We are at the end of the season. We are ready to see what and what will happen for the end of the season. It's the penultimate race, and the last race will also be very interesting because it will be a 90-minute race. Today only 60 minutes, but as always, it's pretty unpredictable what will happen here in Kyalami. Woo! We see behind the Refuel Ordelman. We saw Noble Investor. We saw. I think it's Lutin. Yeah, it's Lutin that goes with a little power slide outside of one of the best curve of the circuit, that is the Sunset. Is one of the best circuit around, at least for me. My favorite circuit, if we talk about Assetto Corsa competizione, and certainly very cool to drive on it. With Ordelman, the first one to do lap time, and 1:31.695. Immediately beaten by Von Levenstein with a 1:31.402. Van der Linden third with a 1:31.912. Attention to Barnabas Beatty here with the Ferrari, very aggressive at the Cheetah curve, one of the difficult curve today. Barnabas fourth with a 1:32.007. Lutin with the power slide that we saw before with a 1:30.42. Remini, good lap time with a 1:31.457, only 55 milliseconds behind. Attention to Nick Adering, that is doing a good job. Here around with his Honda. It was Nick Adering before with the power slide, not Lutin. Bolivia stay on pole position right now. Attention also to Ordelman. This is improving. And also Davide Russo right now claiming 8th place. 2 seconds behind Valenduk, first place. With a 1:31.350, but attention because Ordelman is improving also. We are here with Nick Adering that is improving. So we go with Ordelman, and it's pole position. I don't know. Yes, it is 1:31.205, but attention to Adering. Only 7th place for Adering right now. Valenduk that is doing an incredible job. Here the Audi and the Lamborghini normally are the fastest around the Kyalami, right here at Sunset, before and after the clubhouse. The S is this incredible corner, left and right, left we go down, right we go up again on the mountain, and we go with the Leeuwkop. It's a very difficult turn. Goes immediately down again to a mine shaft. It's a left right hander, you go full speed normally. And after that, the crocodiles. Very difficult right-hander, very difficult to understand. You have multiple choice of line. And after that, the cheetah. You need to stay very careful here, because if you cut too much on the inside, you go into the curb, to the high curb, and go immediately out. And ruin the lap and also the car. Valenduk 130, 49.55. Amazing lap time for Valenduk. Von Levenstein is trying to beat Valenduk. We will see if he can. Very good here at the cheetah. Ready for the last turn. The Ingwe, as it's called. And last turn is a 131.230, remaining fourth. Not enough to beat Ordelman and De Gennaro with the same car. De Gennaro, second place, not bad for Fabiano De Gennaro with his Porsche. There's another one that is improving, is Bukur Florentin, the Romanian that is trying to do a great job with the silver class. The grip is optimal today. And I think we can also go to see the championship standings, because we don't see the championship standing. And for the pro class, Dimitri Denuit is first, followed by Fabiano De Gennaro, and after them there's Samuel Von Levenstein. Today Dimitri Denuit, is here in 5th place right now. Stays on the pit with his pink Aston Martin. Attention to Ordelman, that is improving again. Also attention to Petrovic with his Mercedes-Benz. We are with Petrovic, we go with the silver class, because we have Utman first, Bedi second, Barnabas Bedi second, and Abner Presmos third. This is the GT3 silver top 3 and the GT3 AM. See, Dion van der Does first, Roy Uderkirk second, and Sammy Herbert third. And we will see who will pass and who will be demoted in the class after his championship. Ooh, attention, because Lawrence van der Water crashed after the cheetah. Maybe took the turn too much in aggressive way. Can happen. And so by now Amman Petrovic is trying to improve, but there's Ordelman that is improving, and he improve not enough to beat Fabiano De Gennaro, but stay third with a gap of 125 milliseconds to Valenduk. Florentin again is improving, but I think we can go with Kip. Yeah, we go with Philip Kip. It is McLaren. McLaren not an easy car to drive here around, but I think he can do a good job. I think he can do a good job here today. We'll see if can improve his lap time. It's a very cool track. Unluckily for his position in real life, it's in South Africa. This track is very difficult to reach, and the last time the international GT Challenge raced here, that was only the 12th to 14th car, if I'm right, and it was very sad to see so less cars in an amazing track like this one, that also had an history of excellence. If you talk about Formula 1 and other category. Is one of the precursor of the best circuit around in the world. It's very sad to see his situation right now. Martin Braunrecht improved his lap time 1:43 and 3:92. But attention to Dimitri Denuit, because he's improving, and it is improving by a lot. 3/10 of a second right now. The Crocodile ready to feel a cheetah. Very good. The cheetah lose a little bit, and right now go right, immediately to the right to the Ingue. And he will improve, but not enough for the pole position. 141, 160, ahead of only Livingston. And attention to another driver that is improving, and is Barengret right now, leader of AM class. I think he's one of the new driver, because I never see Barendret here. RacingLeague.net, at least it's my... I don't remember him. Damir Horvat also I think is one of the new driver. Welcome to Damir also. But he's with BMW, he's doing a good job, he's improving. And he is on a silver category. He's improving by a lot right now. Also, Publicipio is one of the drivers that is improving, he's immediately behind him. Barendret lose a lot of time. Publicipio no. And so maybe Publius can improve his lap time. It's not an easy track for Nissan, so it's very difficult to do the job in a good way. It's not very easy. But he goes 8th right now, only behind of 7 drivers. And right now Patrick van der Leyen is the first for the silver category. Doing a great job with his Honda. The Primus, it was one of the fastest year round in the silver category, also with Barnabas Beatty. Right now he's the third of the silver class with this Porsche. The Honda and the Ferrari right now seem faster than the German manufacturer. But everything can change. We have a lot of time to understand the situation, to see what will happen. And the Primus goes behind Barnabas Beatty. Stays in 12th place right now. And Fabiano Di Gennaro is trying to improve, but right now he can. Also needs to renew his outlap, Roll Dorman is outlap, but I think we can go inside him with the only engine sound lap. Error for World Orderman, and I think we can go with Dimitri Denuit. so great lap about the Nuit, but not enough to beat the leader of these standings. That right now is Janne Valenduk, remaining first with his Audi. It is seemingly the faster car year round. It's the only Audi also, so very difficult to understand if oh no, it's not the only Audi, sorry. The other Audi is Remini, Gero Remini, immediately behind him, but he's not improving right now. One that is improving after the crash he had is Roald Orderman. He's doing a great job with his Porsche, very aggressive. To the enter of the crocodile. Mention here because it's a very strange turn. You need to understand it well. Ooh, very aggressive here. Good entrance and good exit. Last turn for Roald. And he's improving by not so much. And yes, improved maybe by 10th of a second, I don't know. He's very close. Ooh, Fabiano De Gennaro lose the control and lose the possibility to improve his time. But one that want to improve the time quickly is Nick Adering. That want with his Honda to stay at least ahead of the fastest Honda around today. That is Patrick van der Len in Silver class. Doing an incredible qualifying session. Patrick van der Len. Ooh, a little bit wide here for Nick Adering. But no, he cut. He goes wide. Too wide, and track limits cancel his lap time. But one with the Mercedes, that is Davide Russo, can improve. I don't know, we will see if he can improve. He's trying right now. It is a maximum speed to go with his fastest lap time. And Davide Russo goes in. No, remaining is 19th. No change for Davide Russo at the end. Lose a lot of time, and so we return to Fabiano De Gennaro at the sunset. It's very long right-hander where you can use a lot of space, but it's very difficult to know it and understand that curve. Well, Fabiano De Gennaro with an incredible oversteer. But it's very cool to see it, but it's not the best way to improve the lap time. And in fact, and De Gennaro lose 0.5 of a second. Abner Rasmus also very aggressive, even his lap time. Lose a lot of time there on the curb. Too much aggressive Porsche right now. But wow, what we are seeing today in this Kyalami circuit, and it's only the qualifying session, guys. The race will be also, that will be very cool also. We only need to wait. Till the end of the session to see 60 minutes of pure racing. Rasmus not improving. One of it is improving is Von Lewis in another of the Porsche. I think he can certainly improve. All depends here on the last free corner. Crocodile is the first. Good entrance, not a bad exit. The Cheetah. Good in both way, and Ingue. Good entrance, bad exit, at least for the timer. And he's 1:31.090. So improvement, and the go ahead of Dimitri Denuit. Stay in 4th place, Bon Levenstein. Also attention to Damir Horvat with his BMW. We start to improve. Van Oorschot, I think it's Van Oorschot. Yes, Van Oorschot, leave him the space to improve. Do not block him, and so doing a very good job there. Damir Horvat is improving with his BMW M4. And it will be a very good time, at least 2 position gain, and yes it is, it's in place for Damir Horvat. But again, the 16th place with Bon Levenstein again that want to improve. Maybe he can. He's trying his best right now. No, it's not enough. Not enough. With Gregor Emeny, that is improving, and they will gain 2 places at least. No, only one ahead of Patrick van der Linde with the Bentley. Bentley that right now is not doing a great qualifying, but they're doing the best they can. Also, the Inventor, the hometown boy, he's trying to do a great job here with his home circuit. Right now, he's 23rd, the 3rd of the AM class. There's one very important absent today, that is the Werner Dose, but maybe there's an opportunity for the Inventor to gain a 3rd place or a podium in AM class, so can be very interesting for him, for the South African, that can certainly improve, and I think he can also do a good job. Talk about the results. Last turn for the Inventor is improving. No, at the end, no. Seta is improving. The second on standing right now. Also interesting because Dudok and Venter has the same lap time. But Venter set it first. Janos Sete completely lose the control. Decide to enter the pit. Wow. It was very strange and crazy at the same time. Roald Dordeman again trying to attack the pole position. Of Yannick Valenduk, the only one to beat the 41 barrier. The only one in the 40. And we will see if also Roald Dordeman can attack him, or at least arrive at the 40 time. Right now he's doing an incredible job. First fastest sector, I think. Maybe the second fastest sector for him, but I don't know. He's doing an incredible job. Ahead of him there's Van Oorschot with a blue flag. Goes wide to let him the space. Lose a lot at the Crocodiles. Very good at the Cheetah. And at the Ingwe stay a little bit on the outside to gain on the inside. And 38.95 going second. With no one of the fastest sector. So a good lap in general, but stay second. Not enough to beat Yannick Wallenduk. When only 2 minutes remain till the end of the session. I think we can go with Fabiano De Gennaro. With only engine sound lap around the Kyalami. To beat Wallenduk, but it is enough to beat Roald Ordelman. Great lap around for Fabiano De Gennaro with an incredible second fastest sector, 39.4 against 39.7 of Wallenduk, but the first and the third are very good by Wallenduk. They only want to set a first sector of 40.9. And so Yannick Wallenduk remain in first. He's trying to improve also his lap time. There's not a lot of driver on track. Maybe Yannick Wallenduk can improve his pole position. He's trying to improve it. Very aggressive with his WRT livery. Last turn, and it will improve maybe by 1/10 of a second. Yes, it is 130, 140, 640. Incredible lap time. Incredible lap time. Also, attention, Manor is improving. And also, Barnabas Bedis is right there. No, he's not improving at the end. The only one right now is Mike Van Orshoot goes wide. And no, he cannot improve at the end. Very sad to see Van Orshoot at the end. That cannot improve. The one on track was Armand Pedovic that goes to re-enter into the pit. And so we go with a little bit of pause and we return for the 60-minute race in a moment. And so we are ready, we are in the formation lap for this race. Jan Valduc stay first. After him there's Fabiano De Gennaro. And after both of them we have Ordelman and Bo Levenstein. The top 5 is composed by 1 Audi, 3 Porsche and 1 Honda from Lutin. The top 10 is formed by 8 pros and 2 silver driver, with Patrick van der Len in first. Very good qualifying session by Patrick van der Len with his Honda. Is the second Honda after Patrick, Robin Lutin. And it will be very interesting with Barendrecht first of the AM, and second is Venter after all the silver. We are ready for the start. A lot of drivers will maybe start in the turn, but we will see when the lights go out. All on the straight, we are ready for the green flag. And lights on, away we go, ready for the race. The start of this race, incredible start by Yannick Vallenduc, followed immediately by De Gennaro. Bo Levenstein there side by side with Ordelman, but an incredible attack by Robin Lutin, maybe too much aggressive, but at the end he passed Ordelman with a crash with Presmus. A lot of driver crashed. Also. Other drivers had contact. A lot of contact on the start of the race. Wow. With Fabiano De Gennaro immediately try to gain the position with Jan Vallenduc side by side through the S's. Wow, with Jan Vallenduc defend very well, but De Gennaro stays very incredible battle for the first place. Very incredible with Vallenduc, contact between those two, and De Gennaro pass. What an incredible battle for the leadership only on the first lap. Wow. That was an incredible battle and a correct battle between these two drivers. Very cool, I can say that. It was very cool. With Bo Levenstein at following third, but one of the drivers that lost a lot in the start is Roald Ordelman, but I think it will re-enter the pit immediately after the crash. That was a very hard crash. One other Porsche, I think Abner Presmus, it was, and it wasn't very good. Dimitri Denuit also in one of the crash. It was on one of the crashes, and so Denuit and Ordelman crashed with Van Oorschot last. Right now that will pass ahead of that two pro drivers with Fabiano De Gennaro. That is try to escape immediately to Vallenduc, but Vallenduc is fast here. He will not let him escape. Also, Ergo Remini is doing a good job. It's following Von Levenstein. Right now the top 4 is 1 Porsche, 1 Audi, 1 Porsche, 1 Audi. Very good with Patrick van der Linden in 5th with a Bentley, 2 Honda after them. Lutin that in a certain way caused the crash that happened in the first turn. Attention here with Lutin and Nick Adering side by side. Adering with an incredible overtake on the number 10 turn. That is the Leo Kopp. What an incredible overtake there by Nick Adering that gained 1 position. And right now, attention also to Lars van der Water that want to pass Dudok, but Dudok is defending very well with his yellow Porsche, trying to pass on the inside, then defend outside, and Lars van der Water cannot pass easily with Booker Florentin that pass Damir Horvat, the Croatian driver, and now he's followed also by Davide Russo. Maybe the top speed of Mercedes will help here. BMW is not the fastest car around Assetto Corsa competizione. And great braking zone is side by side, also attention here on the chicane. We're going side by side, a little bit ahead of the BMW, but the inside line for Davide Russo that remain there. But at the end, Damir Horvat defending was good enough to not let past Davide Russo, the Italian driver. But battling, it was a very good battle, very clean battle also between those two, and attention to keep. And Petrovic maybe go to the inside. No, he can't. He can't, where the Latvian that want to pass against Philip Keep from from Deutschland, sorry. From Germany. But stays behind. And they trying to find the right move to pass, avoiding any crashes. Also Pricemus is trying to find the right move, and they find it against the Inventor, that right now is the first of the M class. And Petrovic! Mega crash for Petrovic. I need to understand what happened. Maybe cut too much at the cheetah. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. Ah, bad crash for Arman Petrovic, that immediately need to enter the pit. His race, I don't say it's ruined, but maybe it is. Very bad start for Arman Petrovic with Lars van der Rotter, that is having a lot of difficulty to pass Seth right now. He passed the Dudok, but he need to pass Seth as soon as he can, trying to go for the switchback. He's trying to pass, he's not passing right now, but the Nissan has a lot of speed on the straight, on the outside of the sunshine. No, he can. Of the sun, no sunshine. Sorry, the sunset. But right now it is the sunshine. I decided to call it like that. No, but it's the sunset. But cannot pass. Also, the need to pass Van Oorschot right now. Want to recover as soon as he can the position and the time he lost after the crash. Also Patrick van der Laan right now battling for the leadership of the silver class. It's followed also by Publius Scipio, that is doing an incredible race, recovering with his Nissan. Publius Scipio trying from the outside against the Honda, Nippon, Japanese battle against these two, with a touch of an Italian with the Ferrari of Barnabas Betti right ahead. But Remini, attention, because he can attack against Von Levenstein side by side. Wow, very near each other for the contact. Kerko Remini control the car very well here before the left turn. Also Van der Linden is there. Oh, attention, a possible free wide at the sunset, but they remaining right there. They don't want to crash each other, and so remain in a good position to go well on the sunset turn. And after that, the clubhouse, but Remini is losing a lot, not a lot of time, a little bit of time against Von Levenstein. He need to recover Von Levenstein, trying to pass him. Attention, Van der Laan. Van der Laan crashes. Immediately we go with the replay, because I want to see what happened to Patrick van der Laan at the S's. Cut too much. He cut too much. Also contact with the barrier. A lot of damage, certainly, for his car. Not so much, but his damage that certainly can lose him a little of time. And barring that pass, the Inventor for the pole position, not for pole position, sorry, for the leadership of the IAM class. The Inventor is doing the best he can to beat him for the victory at his hometown, his home circuit. and we will see if he can at the end. But right now again, Remini against Von Liebestein. This time Remini attacked very well on the first turn, and it was impossible to defend for Von Liebestein, but right now he's also under attack again by Patrick van der Linden. The fastest acceleration of Bentley maybe can help him to go side by side at the sunset. No, again the same situation from before, but with two drivers alternated in position. And right now Samuel Von Liebestein need to stay on alert. Oh, and a crash with Philip Keep and Van der Laan. We see it keep attached. Van der Laan lose a lot of time. Wow, that was very lucky for Barendrecht to pass before Van der Laan re-enter after Van der Laan re-enter the track. Wow. A lot of emotion in this race. Only 10 minutes passed, but we had a lot of crazy situation. And I think I lost a little bit of voice already. Wow. Oh. And Van der Linden is the one who's follow. Ooh, keep already right through. And Horvath decided to go into the pit immediately. I think there's no damage for him, but also Billy Keep, I think a bad crash happened to him. Strange. I think he had a lot of problem with he had a lot of problem. Decided to retire at the end. So retiring sorry. They keep retired, and so we are 24 cars right now, not 25 anymore, with Dudok and Sete battling for the 3rd of AM. Benjamin Dudok waiting for the right moment to try to pass his fellow teammate companion of the manufacturer, and these two Porsches can be very cool to see. But we go with Mark Ruben against Davide Russo, because Mark Ruben is there with his Bentley to try to pass Davide. He seems very fast, but he loses a little bit of time on the Leocop, because he goes a little bit wide there, and so he lost a little bit of time. Also, we return to Dudok and Seta, because these two are doing a very good job with Seta. Immediately defend the inside of the turn, try the switchback. Dudok in Kent. Van der Laan pass Barendrecht. Barendrecht pass Van der Laan. Battle between those two, and Dudok lost the control. What happened to Dudok? Immediately we go with the replay. Ooh, too much cut, because also Sete risk it a lot. Dudok restart after losing a lot of time. Also Sete risk it there, but luckily for him he controlled it. Luckily for Dudok, he loses the car. And now Patrick van der Laan is trying to pass Barendrecht, that doesn't want to let him pass, even if it's different category. This is the best part of this type of racing. Yes, so they are all GT3s. Yes, they are battling for different categories, but at the end they're also a very good battle between the overall standing, even if it's not a very important one here. But in general, all drivers want to battle with all drivers, and it's the best part of RacingLeague.net. Also, normally we have a lot of very, very beautiful races. With underline but pass bar and direct at the end. No, Venter lose a lot of time. I want to see what happened to Venter. But right now he's battling with Sede, who also for him. Luckily no damage. The only thing he had is problem certainly with the tires. And Sede pass him after the straight. Now he's ahead of him. Also the Nuit is there. The underwater pass. Ooh! Better control here for Laurus Underwater. But pass bar and direct. Vanderland is ahead of him. We're battling with two drivers. Venter that pass the Nuit, or the Nuit pass Venter. And the Nuit want as soon as you can pass also Sete. And for the pro drivers right now, at the top of the standings, Van der Linden try to attack Von Levenstein. Von Levenstein defend well. Van der Linden stays there, ready to attack. But at the end, the good defend move by Von Levenstein was enough to not let pass Patrick Van der Linden. The distance and the gap are not so high like other races. It could be very interesting to see what will happen in this race with Dimitri Lenuit right now. For today, the slipstream of Sete. And try to pass for the first turn. Dimitri Lenuit pass very well against Sete, and now Sete is under attack by the Inventor again. But we stay here because maybe we can go with one lap inside Janne Wallenduk, the poleman of the race right now, trying to follow Fabiano De Gennaro to try to get the leadership after he loses leadership with a great battle between the Assis and the Leo Cup. Only engine sound for Janne Wallenduk. Ruben and Bardo stays there. The last lap time only losing 1/10 of a second. But the battle is on the millisecond, as we see. Right now, Roald Ordeman also arrived to Sete, trying to pass from the outside. The M driver with a great defending maneuver. This ahead, but now Ordeman from the outside becoming the inside. Goes wide. And Advent is ahead, but they're two on the here. Whoa! And I immediately saw what will happen there. Two on the cheetah is impossible. And so Orderman losing time and position after the contact with Sete. I think Roald Ordeman will retire for this race. Yes, it is. It will retire. Now we are with Barnabas Berry battling for the 7th place against Lutin, and Publius Scipio is the first of the silver, and by 12 seconds against Bucur Florentin. Right now he's in a good position against the Romanian and against Rus Ruben and the other driver that follows. So we will see. One of the drivers can beat Betty Barnabas. And Scipio is following him, trying to gain the position, the possibility, opportunity, battle against the other drivers. A little bit wide here, Barnabas Bailey. And so Scipio is there. Also attention to Mark Ruben, that is battling at least battling for 10 minutes with Davide Russo. Right now it's a good battle, also very respectful battle between these two silver drivers, but they are following also Bucur Florentin. They are arriving to the Romanian, but right now need to stay on alert for these two drivers that want that position, but also a position of each other. Especially Mark Ruben want that 11th position and 3rd place for the silver category. He tried to attack here, but the luck was not enough and there was no space, so Ruben stays behind and now is following. And also Davide Russo very aggressive on Bucur Florentin. But attention to Barnabas Vedis, a little bit of contact with Publius Scipio, and Publius Scipio right now is on the right side of Lutin, side by side on the assist. Attention here, we saw what happened before. Publius Scipio with an incredible maneuver. It was behind Barnabas Vedi, and now he's side also of Lutin. Wow. Good job by Publius Scipio, and what a maneuver. That was a bad, no, not a bad maneuver. That was a very, very crazy maneuver. But at the end, it counts. And Pulicipo now it's ahead. With Nick Adering that's follow. Von Liebestein after Patrick Van der pass him. Valenduk right now, he last lap gained a little bit against Fabiano De Gennaro. Also Barendrecht want to battle against Lars van der Water for the position. And Pricemus, I talk about Pricemus goes wide attacking Sete. Sete is defending very well on all the drivers battling, and the other drivers are a little bit too aggressive in a certain way, and always goes too long on the turn. With Barendrecht right now that can pass Lars van der Water from the outside of the sunset, and he will pass him at the end. And so now Martin Barendrecht is ahead of Lars van der Water, that right now is in 5th place of silver category. Rasmus at the end pass against Sete. We see Vera play with a I can't speak. Sorry, sorry guys. With a very good move. I was saying with a Gary good move. I don't know who is Gary, but okay. Rasmus pass Sete. Venter right now is ahead of Sete also, so 2nd place again for Venter for the AM class. And also Luten goes wide. Vedi Barnabas pass. We need to see their replay to understand what happened. Ooh, completely lost of the rear for a moment. Luckily not a bad loss of control, but he lose one position again by the Barnabas, and right now the tires are a little bit over it. Not so much, but a little bit. Also Ruben. Is following Davide Russo, and Davide Russo is following Bugur Florentin. These three right now is at least half of a race that we are near each other. They're studying right now, these three guys. They're studying for the right moment to pass. We will see when they can pass. To dock into the pit for his pit stop. Russo, see him on the inside for a moment. He's trying to understand the line. Bugur Florentin, Ruben lose a little bit of time behind him. And they're studying each other, and it's very good to see also a different type of battle, a battle of nerves more than a battle on track. Because it's also a battle on track, but it's more on nerves, more on the head, more strategic. It's more a strategic war right now between these three drivers. and they need to stay on a good pace, but also wait for the right moment to attack, to have the opportunity. De Gennaro into the pit, Valenduk pass. So we see where De Gennaro will exit after the pit stop. He decided to enter before the half of the race, 1 minute before the half of the race. But Adrenaline pass, also Volibesta will pass, Othering also, Scipio maybe, yes, also Scipio, Barnaba Bedi, I think it is, De Gennaro is, stays there, Lutain also, Florentin, I don't know, maybe ahead of Florentin, no, Fabiano De Gennaro is there, blocked, and it's waiting. He's losing a little too much time, I think. He's editing right now. I'd have Bokur, Florentin, and Van Oorschot. And De Gennaro is ahead of Barengdret. Ahead of Martin Barengdret. That is the first of AM. De Gennaro right now is the first without the pit stop. Inuit is not so distant. In the 13th place. Only one position behind. On the water, but goes a little bit wide there. But luckily for him, no damage on his car. Othering again. Waiting for the right moment to attack, Von Lievestein braking on the inside, going for the switchback immediately. Von Lievestein inside Nick Othering, and he will stay ahead and decide to remain outside. Remini decide in fact to enter the pit, and so Gergo Remini onto the pit. We'll see if he can exit ahead of behind. De Gennaro. Jan Benter also decided to enter the pit. He will exit third. OEM. De Gennaro not so distant. But he is clearly ahead of Remini, and also Denuit is also ahead of Remini. He's editing right now. Von Lievestein remaining in 4th place, and maybe on the next lap we can go with an inside view of what Samuel Von Lievestein see against Nick Othering. One moment till the end of the lap, and we can go inside the Von Lievestein Porsche to see how the situation is right now between these two drivers. One German manufacturer, one Japanese manufacturer. Battling at a very high speed in a very cool way. And so we can go with an inside lap with Samuel Von Lievestein behind Nick Othering. one on the othering point of view. Why dear attention, because there's an opportunity. There's an incredible opportunity for Von Levenstein, and maybe he can attack here. Attention, attack from Von Levenstein. He can't, but he's there. He's there, ready for the right moment to attack Von Levenstein. And now De Gennaro is in 10th place with his fastest lap of 41.227. At the moment it was the fastest round. Oh, what a control by Von Levenstein! As I told Fabiano De Gennaro, right now is in first place virtually, but we will see if it will be first place after the pit stop of Valenduk, because right now, yes, it's the first without the pit stop, but remember that he's behind Mark Ruben, Davide Russo and a lot of drivers, and maybe this traffic will not help Fabiano De Gennaro to pass, and maybe we'll lose time against the other drivers. But yeah, Von Levenstein decided to save a car in an incredible way, maybe too aggressive on the turn with his Porsche. But at the end, that was a very good save. Luckily for him, no one bad happened to his car. Mark Ruben again. He's trying to battling the pass. Davide Russo trying to find the right moment, but then decide to go into the pit. One less for Fabiano De Gennaro, but pass easily. Also, Lutain decided to go into the pit when only 21 minutes and 40 seconds remain. Now we are ready. Fabiano De Gennaro that want to arrive against Davide Russo. We know Davide Russo is one of the latest, one of the drivers that go till the last moment into the pit. But attention, Lutin, 30 seconds stop and go. Aye. That's a very bad penalty for Raymond Lutin. With this penalty will certainly lose a lot of points for the pro classification, pro standings. And right now Bremen is behind him. Just want to pass him, and very aggressively Remini pass Lutain. But maybe sad and a little bit under pressure. It was a little bit under pressure and certainly sad for the stop and go. But it's part of racing also. Is Davide Russo defending like a lion right now. With Fabiano Gennaro on behind. On the right side. Sorry. Russo and De Gennaro with a good maneuver. Pass Davide Russo for the 7th place. Now 7th. Fabiano Gennaro that needs 60 seconds to recover against Eddie Barnabas. Our driver side are a lot distant than you think. With Vanderwater battling with Remini. Remini pass easily. Vanderwater that need to do the pit stop. Not the only one. Only 10 drivers. No, 9 drivers, sorry, remain to do the pit stop. That are Valenduk, Van der Linden, Vandering, Von Liebestein, Scipio, Dedi, Russo, Bagren, Dret, and Vanderwater is the last that we need to do the pit stop. Putting on the pit for the stop and go penalty. We will wait till he'll restart. See where he is. He's 17th. 17th behind Florentine by 38 seconds. So not so close to our drivers. He will need certain to recover, but I think he will not recover enough for the pro standings. And so Lutain race certainly is a little bit sad for him, certainly. Bahrain Dret re-entered the pit, the last AM driver to do the pit. Was very ahead of everybody. Also Mark Ruben right now waiting for the right moment to pass some drivers. And he's trying to recover also to Lawrence Vanderwater for the 3rd place at least of silver category. And now we are again with Von Liebestein and Nick Adering. Von Liebestein that is in 4th and Nick Adering in 3rd place. De Gennaro right now that is 12 seconds behind. Lady Barnabas. Also right now we can go with Presmos and Horvat because the 2 drivers are battling for the 5th place of Silver Class. A little bit wide Horvat and Abner Presmus maybe can have the opportunity to attack and gain the 13th position. Great braking and now he's and he will keep pressure against the rival. And the last one to enter. Von Liebestein a crash. Von Liebestein a crash on the assist. In a very bad place. Very bad place to crash. For Samuel Von Liebestein. Good at the sunset. A little bit aggressive, but was good. Also the clubhouse is good. Ready for the assist to see what happened. completely lost the rear without any touches again. Ooh, and here contact with one of our drivers. That was maybe othering, I don't know, or maybe Scipio, or maybe also one of the blue flag driver, but De Gennaro thanks for everything for a problem, because right now De Gennaro can pass easily. Again, by safety place, the German that want that first place that is not so distant anymore. When only 15 minutes remain till the end of the race. Vanderlin 10 seconds behind Rousseau into the pit. Interesting, Rousseau entered a little bit earlier than I expected. But certainly he has a plan. Volnivestin re-enter in 8th place. Ahead of Remini, side by side with Remini. But Remini clearly is faster. The exit of the turn and pass him very easily. Now Rasmus, when Russo exit, Rasmus is behind Horvath. Now taking him inside line. Very aggressive move. And it's ahead. Abner, Rasmus gaining the position. Also Patrick Van der Linden into the pit. Valenduk that continue. Not let him to not let pass anybody and want to continue with this leadership. Othering pass, Scipio into the pit. Panavaberi will go into the pit, and so right now only othering is the cover of Valenduk. And he's also Patrick Van der Linden maybe. De Gennaro is there, Van der Linden maybe is ahead. Maybe it is ahead. And without maybe, Patrick Van der Linden is ahead of De Gennaro. Better strategy for Patrick Van der Linden. But right now it's ahead of Fabiano De Gennaro. 18th second behind Othering. So I think Othering will be passed, but I don't know. Valenduk maybe with the strategy can take the first place at home. Very difficult to understand what will happen right now. It's not easy. And now we see De Gennaro that is trying to follow as faster as he can. Stay behind Patrick Van der Linden. He will certainly studying his move. Try and gain an advantage for this Kyalami circuit. And maybe we can go also on an inside lap with Patrick Van der Linden Othering into the pit right now. Good race in general for Othering. Maybe a little bit of contact at the same time, but in general it was very good. With Van der Linden right now, followed by De Gennaro. And we go with an only engine sound lap. Van der Linden is defending amazingly against De Gennaro, that right now wants to go side by side on the straight line, but he can't. Now he let him pass, maybe. We'll see. Great braking. And at the end, yes it is. De Gennaro is ahead. 40 seconds behind Valenduk. I don't know if it is enough for Valenduk. But Van der Linden was not fast enough to defend against De Gennaro. But right now is a Comet, is very fast. It press. Oh, the contact between Mark Ruben and Van Oorschot. Wow, 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 wow. Horvat also has the opportunity. A little bit of contact again. Rasmus, a very difficult situation here. And defend very well. Wow, great defense on turn 1 against Horvat after the contact with Ruben and also Van Oorschot that was on between them. At the end, it was a very good move. Also attention to Volnivestin that can maybe gain the position against Barnabas Beatty. But the number 35 with the Ferrari right now doing a good job. Defending their position. We only need to wait for the pit stop. Also, Baron gonna need to do a pit stop. He did already a pit stop, but maybe he did not go for the fuel. Attention to Barendrecht, but with this he will certainly have a penalty and maybe a disqualification. I think the penalty is disqualification if he will not go for the pit stop. And when 7 minutes and 10 seconds almost remain, also I can say to you, remember to subscribe to RacingLeague.net channel, because if you want to see great battle like this, we want you to subscribe and follow this incredible championship with this incredible commentator called Tommaso Maffei. No, I'm I'm a little bit too extrovert and extravagant, but it's a good championship for the drivers. I'm not good enough right now for as a commentator, but race by race I become a little bit better, and also the drivers say that to me. So they doing an incredible job, the drivers of RacingLeague.net, and I'm very happy to commentate this championship. And this season 6 was very cool, but it's not the last race. The last race is on the next Thursday, not this Thursday, in the next 10 days. So next Thursday, that it is the 14th, 15th. The 16th of February, 90-minute race at Zandvoort, and right now we are following Barendrecht, but we are following also Valenduk. But maybe it's the right moment to go into the pit because there are traffic ahead of him. Maybe it's the right moment to go. No, Valenduk continue. Even if there's traffic ahead of him. Even if it's not the easiest track to overtake and pass the blue flag. But very interesting. see how and if Valenduk will stay ahead, but who will not stay outside is Ruben. Is under attack by Presmus. Battle for the second place of silver, and Presmus outside of the sunset, and after that the inside of the clubhouse gain the position. Wow! Wow, wow, wow! Great overtake by Presmus. And after the crash at the start, gain and is doing an incredible race. He's doing an amazing job. Good job by Abner Presmus. Very good. And Mark Ruben right now need to follow, and maybe we'll have the opportunity to pass again against Abner Presmus. Right now Valenduk is immediately behind, and so it's the right moment to enter the pit stop. We go with Fabiano De Gennaro. And Fabiano De Gennaro, it's behind Valenduk. Valenduk it's ahead. And so when only 3 minutes remain, 2 laps till the end of the race, Yannick Valenduk, it's clearly ahead, 12 seconds of distance, not easy time to recover. And so Valenduk need to stay on alert, need to do the homework right now, and if he's doing well the homework, he can close the race on top. Was a strategy battle between the top drivers, because De Gennaro was faster if we talk about the race pace, but the strategy by De Gennaro was not the fastest. And at the end, Valenduk gain it, continue in 5 minutes to the end, going to the pit, and that strategy pay off a lot for Valenduk. But right now, only need to close 2 laps before the end of the race. We are here with Valenduk. The penultimate lap right now, last turn for him, but he's starting right now the last lap of this race. We go with Von Lieberstein, because Von Lieberstein is battling. Wow! Samuel, always racing at 100%, maybe a little more. Because you risk it all every day, and in every way possible. And so Von Lieberstein goes into the grass also. Wow. Von Lieberstein want certainty to pass Barnabas Beatty, but right now he's not fast enough. And here Valenduk going very easily on the S's. Only need to close the race. Right now behind, I think he is Hugo Florentin with the 57. We need to do the last part of the track. The crocodiles, the cheetah, the Ingwe. Close the race. Very good race by him. Pole position. And after an incredible battle of strategy, he finished in first place with his BMW, sorry, WRT passed to BMW, but he finished with Audi in first place. Great job. Also Buco Florentine closed the race. And Fabiano De Gennaro. Fabiano De Gennaro had a crash also, a very bad crash. And he's third. Oh, wow. What happened? What I lose? I need to see what happened immediately. No, he already did the crash. He already did the crash here. I don't know what happened to De Gennaro. But finished third at the end, and Van der Linden gained the second place unexpectedly. Scipio fourth, Adrien fifth, then with sixth after a very difficult race. Remini 7, I think, yeah. Betty 8th. Volibesti 9th, 10th, Premus. Parender with an 132nd penalty, because he did not did the pit stop. But I don't know if he count that penalty. But also, the Inventor closing second in his home race for the AN class. So very good job with Barney first. We need to see the penalty. And Dudos third. First for silver, Bailey Barnabas, followed by Presmus and Ruben. And after them, the first of the class, Yannick Vanlenhoek, second Van der Linden, and third Fabiano De Gennaro, that had a lot of damage. So this is the end of this 8th race of RacingLeague.net. We will see each other into the next race, that is also the last in Zandvoort. So goodbye by Tommaso Maffei, and we will see each other in the next race, 16th of February, Zandvoort, 90 minutes. Goodbye!